man sitting down with me today, I've personally watched grow up and become an internet sensation with over 95,000 followers on Instagram alone. 95,000. He's been playing ball on these New York City courts for as long as I can remember. And now he's gone from neighborhood tournaments to partnerships with Nike, New Balance, Hoop Bus, and more. He's a menace between the lines, talking his talk to competitors, all while dropping buckets at the same damn time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Guard Da Fatboy.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's good, my boy? Say what's up, baby?
We here, man. Yo, first of all, thank you for stopping by.
Of course.
It's good to see you. I know you're busy, man. You know what I mean? Moving around the streets.
Try, bro.
Yeah,
it's real. It's real right now.
I always like to start from the beginning, man. So take me back. We from the same area, but tell people where you from still. Let's let the audience get to know you. And what was life growing up for you?
Oh man. One, I'm from 103rd Columbus Avenue, Douglas Project.
Yes, sir. Shout out Douglas.
Growing up there is a balance between love and hate. That's what I say. Thin line between love and hate. And you're gonna have people that love you, you're gonna have people that hate on you. Mm-hmm. And growing up was just an experience of, I battled with a lot of depression. You know what I'm saying? So growing up, I used basketball as like my outlet to be able to express myself in a way. And basketball helped me. Basketball actually saved my life in a way. Growing up in Douglas Projects, like I said, you have to have a strong identity, strong personality. Also have charisma, heart. Be passionate about something. That's what I grew up on. And what I could say to the YNs and stuff is just put your mind to what you love and manifest it and go hard about it. But definitely growing up in Douglas Projects. Oh man, like going to the GOAT to go play ball with the OGs. Growing up at that age, at times I couldn't even really get on the court.
Right.
Yeah, like they wouldn't even pick me up.
Right.
The skills wasn't even all that. I used to go to this after school program called Children's Aid Society, Saturday program and stuff. So itty bitty program and stuff like that. You go there, go do your little practices and stuff. And
is that around the first time you really picked up a basketball through the Children's Aid Society, or was it just when was the first time you picked up a basketball?
The first time I picked up a basketball, well, I have a picture. I don't have the picture with me, but I got a picture that my mother showed me when I was a child, baby. I was probably 5, and I was sleeping, but I had the basketball in my under me or whatever, and I'm sleeping on the basketball. Right. My mom always told me, she was like, "You're gonna be gifted with that." You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be gifted with a basketball.
Shout out Mom Dukes.
You're gonna love that sport or whatever. And now look.
Right. So who would you say introduced you to the game? I guess just in general, who introduced you to once you got old enough, you was outside. Is there somebody you remember particularly yo, come play basketball for the first time with me, or?
I could say all the guys that was from my neighborhood that was a little bit older than us, the older generation. Right, yeah. They was more of our inspiration, because they was it was a unit. It was 5 of them or 6, 7 of them.
Right.
And they was representing Douglas Projects, playing ball, going tournament to tournament. And I looked at them as they gonna. I was thinking they gonna make it. They going to the league. A couple people in the hood was actually known for playing basketball too. So I'm they gonna make it to the league. And I took that as I'm the next one coming up. You know what I'm saying? How can I be the next one to show and represent my neighborhood and where I'm from and things I came from in that matter. But other than that, showing me the basketball, I feel like I really picked it up myself in a way.
Yeah.
Because I grew to loving basketball due to behavioral problems and stuff. I had a lot of behavioral problems.
It was like an outlet for you.
Yeah, I lost my mother at a young age. I lost my mother at 6 months years old.
Oh wow.
So when I lost my mother, my aunt adopted me, which is her sister. She adopted me, and I feel like when I found the love for basketball, that was my way of showing that it's where my anger is at and where my where my confusion and stuff can
Right.
go
Right.
towards.
You was able to channel the loss of your mom through basketball.
Basketball and stuff
That's
like that.
dope.
So I feel like
That's dope.
I feel like she's beside me every time I dribble that basketball, and I feel like she actually guided me to this direction to where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? So
That's real.
gotta appreciate the Most High.
That's real.
You know?
That's real.
So,
God bless the dad, man.
Facts.
Any other sports other than basketball, or was that just your one true love? Like, did you do football or baseball?
Like, yo, listen, I was dumb nice. Like, a lot of people don't even know, but I was dumb nice in baseball.
Okay, I used to play little league. I used to play little league.
I used to play baseball.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying too. Like, I grew up playing baseball and stuff. I used to go to Central Park. Play baseball and stuff with the church that my grandmother used to go to.
Okay.
And my grandmother and her church, they used to have like baseball games on the weekends and stuff on Sundays.
Yeah.
So I used to go with my grandmother and she used to bring me. Every time I played with her, I used to hit the ball, run. I was so quick as a big kid.
Right.
So I used to get around them bases, get them home, not home runs, but I was definitely hitting the ball.
Oh, got you. Not baseball. Not baseball. I used to play little league, West Side Little League, Riverside. They used to have games over there. I was on the team and all that for a little
That's
while.
what I'm saying. Like basketball was.
Yeah.
I mean, baseball was like probably the first sport that like I actually like go play and it's like, oh, come on, let's go play. Like you know what I'm saying. But like me actually loving the sport. Basketball got it.
Basketball got it.
Everybody wanted to see me as playing football. Like even my brothers, my uncles always told me like, yo, you got the size to be a football player.
Right.
You got the body shape to be a football player. But
Right.
I don't think like my aggressiveness at that time and age was for football.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
You brought up, the dudes from my hood playing basketball and seeing them in tournaments and that kind of inspiring you. Streetball. The culture of streetball back then was really, really big. And one, all that stuff. And when I see you, it gives me that modern day and one streetball feel, right? So were you big on them guys coming up? Like watching and one, like
of course.
Hot Sauce, Skip the Malou, and all them dudes?
I never ever wanted, I didn't really have thoughts of like, yo, I want to go to the NBA.
Okay.
It wasn't even thoughts like that. Like I really grew up watching N1 a lot.
Okay, talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Hot Sauce. Especially, rest in peace, Escalade. That was basically my inspiration right there. You know what I'm saying? How big he was.
Big, agile.
Move, agile.
Oh, yeah.
Run up and down the court. And it was really showing people that, you can't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? Just because that guy big or whatever, like he'll give you 30 or he'll score a bucket on you and bust your ass. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, like especially, and then seeing that team, that group be able to travel the world with a skill that they like mastered in a way. That's like it's like watching the Harlem Globetrotters in a way. When we watch the Harlem Globetrotters, it may be entertainment, but those guys are professionals at what they do though, at entertaining you.
Yeah.
They still have to professionalize their game. They still have to professionalize the scheme and whatever theme that they about to do today on the court. They got to professionalize that. So nowadays, we have content creators, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like the content creators, don't remember that these were basically the first, like, creators in a way.
That's a
like,
good way to look at it,
and one, and those were the people that was really, like, showing us, really paying the way for the mecca of basketball in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't, go overseas or play G League or go to the NBA, you could actually, play street ball.
Facts.
You could go travel the world and be a street ball player and stuff like that, and cook people in pickup games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Basically get paid. That's what N1 was doing. They was traveling the world with players that was from all over, that was nice and sick at what they do, and they traveled the world and show people that they can play at the above levels that people thought that they probably couldn't play at.
Is Escalade one of the people that you modeled your game after? Or is there anybody professionally or streetwise that you feel like you modeled your game after?
So growing up, I didn't model my game after Escalade because I'm not 6'8".
Right.
He was 6'8", bro.
Right.
A big dude.
Right.
I ain't 6'8". So I ain't really model my game from him. When it comes to like modeling my game, I feel like I really looked up to Baron Davis and Derrick Rose.
Okay.
Those are guys that I really looked up to because Baron was a big guard to me. He had handle, and he had a lot of heart.
Right.
Like every time you see him play, he's playing with aggression. He's playing with I gotta win. You know what I'm saying? A mentality with winning. And basketball is also a way of life. It's a mentality of that you need to keep on the outside basics too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you get in the game, you're trying to win. You're not just trying to lose. You're not even thinking about losing. You're trying to win. So when you think about life, I interpret that to life as well. Where it's like every time I go outside, I gotta find a way to know how to win. But also, what basketball also teaches you is how to lose. And some people don't know how to lose. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
Losing is very important in life. Why? Because when you lose, you figure out how you lost, what made you lose, and you can learn from those mistakes that you made. You know what I'm saying? And next time you may play in life or play in a sport or whatever you put it into or interpret it into, you could find a way of how you can make yourself win. You know what I'm saying? By recovering from those mistakes that you made from the last time. You know? So I just feel like basketball shows a way of life too.
Beautiful. I love that. Fast forward for me. You said you never really wanted to go the professional route, right? Like with the ball and everything. So at what age, at what time of your life did you start playing on at least like organized team, like participating in tournaments, organized basketball? Around what time of your life was that? And what was that like?
So I could say like my teenage years. So like 15, 16, 17, and 18, I played Dyckman, played Rucker, you know, played in all these, you know, tournaments that people know of.
Right.
But I wasn't as good. I feel like I wasn't confident enough in myself to like to really show people my worth. You know what I'm saying? Like being on a team with 5 other stars is hard. When you are a big guard that probably can't dunk, probably can't run up and down the court faster than these other athletic people. You know what I'm saying? So you get a little discouraged. When you get in the game, it's like now you're in shock mode. You're like, oh shit, like I'm actually on stage now. You know what I mean? So I feel like when it came to becoming like, you know, doing the street ball and doing the content, it made me actually love myself more. It made me actually like care about myself more. It actually made me change the narrative of who I am. I created Guard Da Fatboy. I'm a fast forward for you.
I got that's a question later on. We gonna get to that because I want to know about that.
All right, so what's the next question?
But that's dope that you know, playing basketball kind of it helped you internally, like, you know what I mean? Like that's amazing. And sports can do that.
It pretty much kept me focused. Like I was on my high school team. I played high school basketball, JV, and varsity.
Right.
Obviously, when you're on a basketball team, you gotta keep your grades up. You know, stay on the team. You can't be just wilding in school because everybody know the coach. Everybody know you are a player of the team. So the teachers will like quickly, you know, not telling you, but basically would let the coach know, like, yo, he was wilding out today, or he was disturbing the class or something. You know what I'm saying? So it actually created a certain type of focus, and that's not just basketball. That's any sport you play. You know what I'm saying?
That's fact. Yeah,
it will control your focus in a way.
Absolutely.
And I feel like the generation now, I feel like they need more activities like that. Not just sport. They just need activities where we can help focus them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like focus, like to learn what focus actually is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they don't have those opportunities now to help them focus.
No, absolutely.
You know, growing up, it was a tournament every week. It's a basketball team everywhere you go.
Different things for them to do.
Like, you know, after school programs. You had Millbank, you had Douglas, you had Eastside, you had all different types of centers you could go to computer programs or Riverbank, any type of like, you know, programs and stuff to help you as, you know, the teenager as you was growing up as, you know what I mean? So nowadays they don't have those type of outlets, I feel like. And if they do, they're not even interested. So it's like, what is it that's in those, you know, centers, or what is it that's in those places that's not making them interested into coming into this place that's going to help you?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's basically, you know, my motivation to reach out and help with the platform I got.
Right.
To make sure that, you know, the kids and the youth under us now can have some type of platform to do something. You know what I'm saying? If I can help them get into a gym because they want to play ball today, let's go to the gym. You know what I mean? You staying out of trouble.
Right.
You're not in the street, you're in the gym.
Right. You're really great at what you do. And you spoke about the Harlem Globetrotters earlier. We actually have 2 Harlem Globetrotters, like from our hood, right? From Douglas. What do you think what is it about our area that just breeds great ballers like that?
I feel like our area just breed a lot of talent. It's not even just basketball players, you know what I'm saying? because we also got actors, actresses, singers.
Right.
It's a lot of different people that came out of our neighborhood.
Right.
And I feel like those people don't really get acknowledged in the neighborhood as much as they should.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to, Monty Love and Xover, Justin. They're part of the Harlem Globetrotters.
Right,
Those are my brothers that I grew up even watching play ball, go to the courts together with those people. Like,
Right.
Normal people just going to the court to go pick up basketball. You know what I'm saying? My friends, my brothers became Harlem Globetrotters from doing something that they love to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No matter who they are as people, it's truly what they love to do, what they put their passion into. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
when it comes to like the light on our neighborhood, it's definitely a light around there to find a lot of talent all over, music-wise, basketball, entertainment, sports, whatever you could think of. You'll find definitely a lot of talent out of that neighborhood for sure.
Shout out to them, Hot Shot and Xover. They Harlem Globetrotters for real. From Douglas Projects. Go support them. You know what I mean? Go check them out. Like he's saying, like bro's saying, they professionals at what they do. It's entertaining, but they also professionals as well. Let's talk about your ascension, man. How did you come up with the name Guard Da Fatboy? And when did you first go viral? Like, when what was that first moment where you started to see something picking up? Like, whoa, like my content is really, it's making noise on the internet right now. So tell me about the name, and then tell me about that first moment.
So I got the name for going to a park takeover. I went to a park takeover in Dyckman. One of these big content creators, his name is Devontae Figure.
Okay.
He had a park takeover in Dyckman. It was a shutdown, brought the whole city out. And
what is that, a park takeover, just for the people who don't know?
So a park takeover is basically like where a viral creator who plays basketball, who does content or whatever, will probably be like, probably promote a park that's probably not known.
Okay.
And probably will set a location, time, date, and try to bring as much people out to come find different types of talent from that city or that neighborhood that park is at. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what a park takeover is. So like, say if I host a park takeover, for example, in Dyckman or whatever myself, and I bring out whoever's around Dyckman, people from New York, all over, and I'm basically showcasing the talent that's in our area, in our area and stuff like that. Now, as far as the name, I got the name from a little kid, and a lot of people probably wouldn't even know that. I did not come up with this name.
Wow.
I did not. This name was discovered because it was actually a little kid actually saying, like, Guard Da Fatboy.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So a kid in the crowd.
So the kid in the crowd, I'm like, I doing my moves, dribbling, but I keep hearing this kid in the crowd like, Guard Da Fatboy, like go guard the Fatboy.
Wow.
Like they telling like the viral content creators to guard me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But just they wasn't saying it like it was my name. They were saying it like, yo, go guard this fat boy, go guard this fat nigga, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, from that, I kept hearing it. And then one of the boys on the mic was like, Guard the Fat Boy. Oh, somebody got to guard the Fat Boy. So from there, I was just like, boom. I had a little light in my head that was just like, I got a name.
Yo, that is fire. I ain't gonna hold you. I love that story, yo. That's a fire story. I love that story.
Whoever that kid is, listen, whoever that kid is, I got a sweatsuit for you and sneakers for you and socks for you. Hit me in the DM if you was the kid that gave me that name and was at that game at Dyckman when D Frigga came to Dyckman and seen me playing. I got you.
Let's go.
It has to be for real though. Like, and I'm gonna ask questions if you was really there. So
let's go. You heard it first. Sit down with Sid. Sit down with Sid. You heard it right here.
Let me know if you that kid for real, because I appreciate that, and you're the reason why we here today.
That's fire. That's fire. Yo, you heard that. Hit his DM. Let him know who you are. You got something on the way. Shout out to you, man. Yo, that's dope. That's dope.
Nah,
it
was dope. It was a great experience too, because it was crazy because I wasn't even gonna play that day. I really was just going there to experience the park takeover. Like what is it? Like the same way how nobody would even knew what a park takeover was.
Right.
So I just came there just to be like, this is my city. I'm like, I'm good everywhere. Like I'm going to Dyckman, going to Rucker. Like I'm gonna go watch the fellas play or watch new talent, whatever. But I really wanted to see the content creator and how he actually brung people out and brung talent out and actually showcase it who was from that city. So that's what showed me that was like, all right, that's where the format is at. That's where the platform will begin. That's where the platform will start. Okay. Now, when I started like reaching viral and like going viral and catching engagement, it was honestly from me actually going to every park ticket. So I was YouTube K.
You ain't messing with
I was YouTube, like whatever YouTuber or whatever basketball YouTuber, and you doing YouTube and you come to a park, I'm trying to embarrass you on your own camera. Okay. That was me. All right. That's what I wanted to do. That was my whole thing about, y'all not going to just come embarrass us on camera. Right. Trying to embarrass you. You know what I mean? So that was my thing. I was YouTube K. But I had to realize like what YouTube was actually bringing. You know, what Instagram was bringing, what the following and the engagement and all that stuff was actually bringing. It was actually bringing a community, you know what I'm saying, that I actually built, you know what I'm saying, through this platform. I actually built a community where it's like, I could reach 100 people and tell them, like, let's go play ball. And those people will actually write me back and be like, let's go hoop. What time? Where at? You know what I'm saying? So it grew a foundation. It grew a community where people who love to play basketball that just want to go, show their skills and showcase who they are as a basketball player. Other than that, the video that went viral, it was a video in Battery Park. I did a normal step back, and I was at home one day, and I posted the video the day before. So the night that it went viral or whatever, I'm at home, and I just hear bling, 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 bling. So I'm looking at my phone, it's just showing me 100, 100, 100, 100. Like it's not saying like, it's just saying 100, 100. But the 100 just kept going every second. Dang. Like every second it was another 100 followers. Every second, another 100 followers. Right. Another 100 likes, another 100 comments. So I'm just like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't paid for no followers. Yeah. I ain't paid for no engine or bots or whatever to help my page grow. I ain't do none of that. So I'm just like, what's going on? Right. So now I'm just like, I turned my phone on because I'm thinking it's like you thinking it's something crazy going on. Crazy. I'm like, I turned my phone on because I'm like, this can't be real. So when I turn my phone back on, I got a lot of my friends and a lot of people like reposting me, and a lot of my friends like, you went viral, you on Baller's Life page, you on this page now, you on this page. So it went from I had 2,438 followers, bro. Okay. And at the end of that, I think at the end of that week, I had 10K.
So 8,000 in 7 days.
So I had 10,000 followers at the end of that day. Wow. I mean, at the end of that week. From that week, immediately like the switch clicked. I branded the Guard Da Fatboy. I LLC'd the Guard Da Fatboy. Yeah. I merched everything. I got sweatsuits, stuff like that. So I'm like, this is it. This is the niche. This is the blueprint. Right. Guard Da Fatboy is the blueprint. Yeah. I don't got to do nothing else but just post me playing basketball. Wow. So I learned that algorithm. I learned that algorithm and seeing like where my engagement was reaching out to. Right. It was reaching out to a lot of different other content creators. It was reaching out to a lot of different people who's passionate about playing basketball. And it was also reaching out to like, a lot of big people.
I'm gonna get to that. I got a question for that too.
A lot of big people.
I got a question for that. But I did see a video of yours, right? And it said, had like had a title on the video, right?
Go ahead. I already know where we going to.
It said, the Draymond Green of NYC. Yeah. Right? Yeah. That's the video I see.
That's the video.
A lot of people might see that and think this dude is nuts. Yes. Like this dude is crazy, right? Because if you haven't seen the video, let me explain what's going on. So he's defending somebody, but his hands is in dude's face. You know what I mean? And he's talking like chewing him up, like you ain't gonna do nothing, right? So he just straight up embarrassing dude, right? So, but I think people got to understand that's the energy in New York, right? That's our energy. That's how we move. But I want to know was that always kind of the your mindset when you go out there? Like, yo, the things that I'm gonna put on film is gonna be like, it's gonna catch your attention because I'm gonna be on 100.
So look, right? The cameras is just there.
Okay.
The cameras, the cameras. The only reason why we started recording myself, putting myself on film, is to show people what I'm capable of. Mm-hmm. It's to show people what I can actually do with a basketball.
Right.
It wasn't to really like try to blow up or try to be this next big thing. I wasn't thinking of it like that. Right. I was not. I was just like, yo, let me record and try to, and like, you know what I'm saying, like show, like, you know, I got handles and show people I can shoot real good. You know what I mean? Show people I got skills, you know what I'm saying, to play ball.
Right.
Now, that video that they calling me Draymond Green, I'm going to explain this video because I have a lot of hateful comments.
Really?
If you look at these comments, I have hateful comments, like
racial slurs,
disrespectful slurs, man. And the narrative of that video, nobody will understand unless you was there. I came into the gym and that team that was on the court, right, had a bomb squad team on purpose. They won 6 games in a row.
Okay.
When I came in, you know, it's people on the side that's like, yo, somebody got to get them off.
Right.
So in my head, I'm like, all right, how many games they won? They won 6. I bet. Let me try to pick up a nice little solid team to try to beat them. Mm-hmm. One thing about being a leader is that you got to have alpha in you.
Absolutely. You
got to have alpha in you to show the rest of your teammates, like, this is what I'm coming with. Mm-hmm. I'm going to come with this energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you follow behind me, we may be a solid unit.
Right.
Because you following with the same energy I'm coming with. Mm-hmm. Now, when it comes to the defense, right, side of it, right, in New York, period, anywhere, you know, in New York, the most trashiest person could shit talk you.
This is true.
The most, like, trashiest person would shit talk you, talk crazy, put hands in your face, do the same thing I was doing, right? Now, my mentality was to corrupt. I wanted to corrupt the tempo that they had.
Right.
That means that I wanted to slow down what they was doing. Mm-hmm. And the only way that I was going to slow down, right, was by showing intimidation.
Right.
Because the team that they had, my skills wasn't going to beat that.
Right.
The team I had, their skills wasn't going to beat that either.
Right.
But I know if I intimidate them on defense, it's going to stop them from scoring.
Gotcha.
And that's how we won the game. See, but a lot of people don't know that my team won that game. My team was the only team to take them off the court because of my energy, because of me shit talking, because of me being in somebody's face and showing like, yo, this my passion too. Mm-hmm. Just because y'all mad nice and you play in this tournament, this and that, I'm going to bust your ass though. Mm-hmm. I don't care where you from. I don't care how nice you are. I don't care about your resume.
Right.
We coming to win. Right. Me and my team, we seen y'all bust these niggas' ass 6 times in a row. Mm-hmm. We not having it.
Right. Sometimes it's about...
That's like you going to school and that same kid is keep balling you every day. 6 times in a row, that kid kept bothering you and bothering you and bothering you and bothering you. Mm-hmm. But you hit him one time and knocked him out.
Right. Now you the bully.
Now you the bully. Now you the big bad wolf.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Not saying that I want y'all kids to go out there and go be bullies and big bad wolves. I'm not saying that. The narrative is you have to be strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to have some type of toughness in you as well because it's going to be other wolves. It's going to be other people who are stronger and bigger and badder than you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's what life is about, fighting back.
Absolutely. Thank you for explaining that. That's
so when you see that video and you be like, oh, he's a Draymond Green. But people don't forget is that Draymond is a champion.
Absolutely. 4-time champion.
4-time champion. Mm-hmm. Okay? Yeah. He has a defensive title as well.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that man is the captain of the team and he's a leader.
Oh, yeah.
He may not have to score, but he is one of the best, smartest defensive players I have ever met in the NBA. Mm-hmm. So when you compare me to that man, I don't even take it as an insult.
Right.
I take it as like, y'all recognizing me.
Y'all recognize the greatness.
Y'all recognizing me then. Yeah. You comparing me now, y'all recognizing it.
Right.
You know
what
I'm saying? So it's
absolutely.
like, I don't take it as an insult. Mm-hmm. So the comments, the people, you know who you are in the comments.
Right.
All them, those slurs and those things that y'all been saying about me, just know I ain't mad. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm thankful for you guys' comments because it only makes me go harder. All right? But for those people that's in the comments, y'all did not know that team won 6 games in a row, and I was the only team to take their asses off the court because of my energy and because of me being the big bad wolf I am now.
Shout out to that. Give it up. Give it up. Love it. Love it. Because of that energy, because of that big bad wolf energy, you got brands gravitating towards you, man. So
that video had 3.5 million views.
3.5 million. And that's getting the attention of brands and corporations. Talk to us about some of the cool sponsorships and different collaborations you've been doing with brands out there.
Working with Nike, New Balance, Hoop Bus, Red Bull.
Yeah.
Dick's Sporting Good, pause. But it's amazing, you know, working with all these. It's amazing working with all these brands and stuff.
Mm-hmm. What's some of the coolest things that you What's some of the coolest things that you got to do so far? Maybe like an event that they invited you out to. Or,
the coolest, the best thing ever in my life. I got a trip to Colombia to go play against the international team.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So that was I think that was the biggest.
They flew you out to Colombia to play the international team out there.
Against the international team out there.
Wow, that's a hell of an experience. And you won.
And we won.
You beat the international team.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Facts.
That's crazy. Who did they pair you up with?
So it was supposed to be this group that I'm a part of called the He Got Next group.
Okay.
And some of my players didn't show up. So it was just me and another content creator. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but his name is Matt Thomas.
Okay.
And me and him flew out there with my boy Giovanni, who's the leader of He Got Next. And he was just like, yo, we're going to build a team. We're going to find some players or whatever, and we're going to play against the international team. And we had I think it was 6 other guys, I guess, on our team, and we got it done.
You spoke about a little while ago that you got some really big people that, people reach out to you, but then you got some real big names. Speak to me about somebody who either reached out to you or left a comment and you was even yourself was kind of damn, this person seen this video, this person showed me love. Have you had a comment or a DM like that?
I have a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot, and it's low key what people wouldn't even know.
Can you share one or two that really kind of took you aback? This person.
What hit me was Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka. Okay.
Waka Flocka commented on my on the Draymond Green video.
Okay.
Yeah, him and Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert Arenas, age of 0.
Yes.
Wow.
Gilbert Arenas commented, and he was just basically this is how it was in the 80s. This type of energy, this type of way I was playing, whatever, was an 80s type of look. He was like, stop bullying them. But he reached out. I just seen a of Nate Robinson.
Shout out Nate Robinson because he was dealing with some health issues, and I think he's on
Nate Robinson
on the other end of that now. So
I wish that video was dedicated, definitely. But shout out to Nate Robinson, of course. Him. I have a few more, but
you ain't got to share everybody. But
definitely have a few
more.
But
that's
the one that hit me was definitely Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka.
Because I was just damn, I go hard in the paint, nigga. Which stank, nigga. Leave a nigga stank. Feel me? But when I seen that, I was like, I appreciate who I am now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I love who I am, and I'm just gonna keep going. And it's really for the youth. You know what I'm saying? This is really a inspiration, a motivation to the youth to find themselves, to love themselves, to care for themselves, to really mold themselves into who they are as human beings. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's really what Guard Da Fatboy is about. You know what I'm saying? So
even though you got those big names and 95,000 followers, when we first met up on the train, you said something interesting to me. You was like, yo, Sid, I'm on this train right now. Nobody knows who I am. You know what I mean? Online, I'm Guard Da Fatboy, but here, I can still do my thing, move around, whatever. A lot of this stuff is, it's smoke and mirrors sometimes. It could be an illusion sometimes.
Most times I call it an illusion.
An illusion. expand on that if you can. What did you mean about that?
So what I mean by illusion is like, I mean, I'm not an illusion. I'm real. I'm,
Right.
I'm real on
Right.
the internet and
He's real,
life.
guys. He's real.
I'm real.
This is not the Matrix.
But what I mean
He's
by
actually
illusion is like, you know, some people will take the media, how can I say, resume,
okay,
and take it to where it's like they're like the biggest star, the biggest name ever in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And some people don't understand that, like, you know, life still goes on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know that. It's like, yo, I still battle with depression. I still have bills I have to pay. I have a child. You know what I'm saying? I have a family I have to take care of and stuff like that. And it's like, bro, I still go through life. You know what I mean? Like, so getting on the train and, you know, getting on a bus or taking a city bike, it's like that already been my normal life.
Right.
That's been normal to me. I'm not going to change who I am because y'all see 95,000 followers or y'all see a celebrity writing me on the Instagram. That's not going to change who I am. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where I came from.
Right.
Only thing that may change is probably, you know, a little bit of my environment. That's it. But me being who I am, thorough enough and like pure-hearted, I don't think no money, no sponsor, I don't think none of that can change who I am as a person, especially I'm really doing this really, 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 you know, for the kids.
Do you feel, because you mentioned the youth a lot, do you feel a deep responsibility to speak the truth on things and just let them know what's real now that you have this platform? Like, do you feel a responsibility? Because you mentioned the kids a lot, which is dope. So do you just feel a responsibility to them?
Of course.
For sure.
Of course, 100%. I feel a big responsibility. I feel like I could be a voice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I could represent, you know, the ones that, you know, come from less fortunate places.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like our communities. You know, some people don't make it out.
Speak about your initiative. Just say no to guns.
So, all right, so I made a tournament. It was a tournament I came up with. It was called Just Say No to Guns. So basically, growing up, Just Say No to Drugs was our, like, Saturday program where we used to go to.
Right.
So we used to have tournaments on the weekends and stuff like that. So that was basically, like, you know, a nonprofit that basically, you know, would stop people from doing drugs.
Right.
Nowadays, you know, you can't really, like, pitch that narrative because it's like people smoke weed. People, you know, I'm not going to say the other drugs, but people, you know, smoke weed. So it's like, I can't just be like, yo, just say no to drugs. It's like, I have 30 kids here that smoke weed, or I have 30 not kids, but teenagers that smoke weed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to try to represent that. But now, right now, what's going on in the days of life is, you know, the gangs, the violence, the guns and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, like I'm from the hood too, so I understand, like, you know, the message. I understand what's going on, what's on their minds, and why they doing what they do.
Right.
But my thing about it is that, you know, sometimes it could be innocent people that's being taken.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's innocent people that's actually being taken for that really don't sometimes have nothing to do with the things that's actually going on.
That's a fact.
So when it comes to, like, me being a voice of, like, you know, doing the basketball stuff like that, I try to put that into my neighborhood to show my neighborhood, like, yo, we can start something where we can change the narrative on how people actually look at us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not just coming from the people that, you know, people may be beefing with. I'm talking about people that's moving into your own neighborhood that's trying to move you out. And people don't even understand what's going on.
Yeah, talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Our parents and stuff, and your parents might be battling with stuff.
Yeah.
But because you see her putting those nice coats on you and putting those nice jeans on you, you thinking that she's not going through nothing.
That's real.
Or thinking that your father not going through nothing. When really it's like, bro, we battling with a depression.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody. You know, so
I got 2 more questions for you, and then we're gonna do some rapid fire and get you out of here. What's next for you? What's the next couple of years, next couple of months, next couple of years? What exactly do you want to do? Do you see yourself staying in a content creation lane or evolving into something different?
I think it's gonna take off to being a mentor.
Okay.
So I think I want to really start a nonprofit mentorship, where it's like, you know, I gravitate to the teenagers, to the youth, really, and really speak to them. You know, have one-on-one sit downs with them, take them out. You know, take them to a restaurant, take them to a nice restaurant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Take it to places they never been to. You know what I'm saying? Showing them that it's like, these are the opportunities you get when you go do this, or you put your passion into it, or your heart into what you love doing. You know what I'm saying? So Definitely mentorship, but it's not also about basketball. It's also about like, helping kids like, build a resume. Like some kids don't even know how to apply for a job. Don't even know how to apply for school. Don't even know how to take out the right grants or the right FOSFA or like how to apply for FOSFA and stuff like that. So it's like I want to have a mentorship where I'm actually reaching out to, the teenagers that's like 15, 16, 17, 18 going into their adult life and really help them and show them that it's a way that, it's a way out.
Right. You spoke about, losing your mom at an early age, dealing with depression. If you could say one thing to your younger self after everything you've been through, what would it be?
Be great.
So we need to hear. We're going to get into the rapid fire. Ready? You can take your time answering, but, quick answers.
So what type of questions are these are just like what?
These are all, they just basketball questions. They're mostly basketball related, some are but not like, personality questions.
All right, I got you.
All right. So, favorite basketball court to play on and why?
Hands down, West 4th.
Why?
Hands down. I'm gonna say because it's like a family when you go down there. You go play ball, you go to West 4th, everybody around there shows love. Especially if you show up and you like got some skills and you nice. Yeah. They're gonna show you love. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna chew you up at first, like, if you trash, they're gonna chew you up. Right. But if you nice and you got some game, you got potential, it's a family down there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's definitely a family down there.
All right. Shout out West 4th.
West 4th for sure.
Who has the best ballers outside of New York?
Who has the best ballers outside of New York?
Mm-hmm. State-wise.
State-wise? That's hard. Because I could go with, like, it has to be number one. Like, number one, no top threes and none. Just number one. Best.
Whatever you want.
Because I'm going to just say New York is the best ballers, hands, period. But out of New York, outside, we're going to say, I'm going to probably give it to Florida.
Florida. Okay.
Either Florida or I'm going to give it to Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay. All right. Shout out to B-More.
Yeah, they got some hoopers in B-More.
Yeah, I spent some time in B-More. Shout out
Philly.
B-More. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be, I don't know
you
how
can use multiple.
I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? In Philly, you know what I'm saying? They got some hoopers everywhere. They got some good hoopers. They got some good hoopers. I won't lie.
Top 5 players, your favorite ones, either street legends or professional. It could be any order. It ain't got to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but just top 5 that you enjoy watching.
I'm go professional.
You want to do top 5 professional? Let's do it. Top 5 professional.
Top 5 professionals.
Yeah. Any order.
I'm gonna try to go in order though.
Okay. All right. I love it. I love it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna go. My top 5, right?
Mm-hmm. Like, your personal top 5. Right?
Like my top 5.
Not the critics.
Like if I wanted to pick my 5 against yours.
Right.
I bet. I'm going with Stephen Curry.
Okay.
I'm going with Kevin Durant.
Okay.
LeBron James.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant.
Okay. One more.
Damn. I'm trying to say Mike, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't grow up watching Mike. I grew up watching Kobe, so that's why I picked Kobe in that top 5.
No, a lot of people say that.
Listen, I just have to pick Mike.
Mike.
I'm gonna pick Mike.
Mike. That's a safe pick.
I'm gonna pick
Mike.
It's
a safe pick.
I'm gonna pick Mike.
All right.
I'm gonna pick Mike.
Your favorite artist to listen to before runs?
That's a funny one because it's like, yo, I'm a old head. I'm an old soul when it comes to music. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So yeah. I don't even listen to like this generation. Like I listen to R&B. Bro.
You got the oldies.
Yeah, I listen to like Lisa Stanfield and shit.
Oh, you got the oldies,
like,
oldies.
Yeah, I listen to R&B before I play ball.
Oh, really?
So that's why it's like when people be like, yo, he's a crash out and he's so mad on the court. Right. It's like, bro, I listen to R&B though.
Right.
Like I listen to like, all right. So nowadays, like I may listen to like Blast, BLXS.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
My boy Blast. Mm-hmm. May listen to him before I play ball. I can't listen to drill because if I listen to drill rap, that's gonna make me crash out on the court. So I can't listen to drill rap if I do that. You know what I mean?
But R&B.
R&B is like
R&B.
top 5. Yeah,
Gotcha.
definitely top 5 R&B.
Got you.
Definitely.
Best pregame meal, best postgame meal, or your favorite, if you have one.
To be honest, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't really eat before I play ball.
Okay.
So like like if I'm going to go play ball, you might see me like Gatorades and waters for those times that I'm like for that time I'm playing ball. Like I may not. Yeah, I don't even eat before I play basketball. That's a fact.
What about afterwards? You treat yourself to a meal?
Facts. Definitely treat myself to a meal. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not going to like, seafood wise, burger, fries, keep it real, Chinese food. You know what I'm saying? I am a fat boy. You know what I'm saying? That's the name.
Yeah, listen, man.
Listen. That's the name. So I can't give y'all, that we gonna get into that next time. You know what I'm saying? On the next podcast,
we'll say that. We gotta say something for next time.
Cooking with fat boy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
All right, I got a few more that we almost done. If you could have Steph Curry's abilities or Victor Wembanyama's abilities, which one would you choose?
Damn. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm taking. That's hard, man. But I'm taking Victor.
Okay.
I'm taking Victor because automatically they picking me up. I just gotta get my skills.
Right.
I'm big as shit.
Yeah.
It's impossible for y'all to say I'm not a basketball trait for basketball. So it's like I feel like I'll take Victor.
Okay.
And he nice. Like
he's
nice. He the truth.
He call him Weeble Wobble. That's his nickname for. But I like Victor. I mess with Victor.
Bro. Victor nice.
Yeah, I mess with him. Who do you think the face of the NBA is right now?
LeBron James.
LeBron James still.
LeBron James.
Okay.
James, brother James, King James.
Start one, bench one, cut one. Jordan, Kobe, LeBron.
I'm benching Michael.
Benching Mike. Who you starting? Who you cutting?
No, excuse me.
You cutting Michael?
I'm cutting Mike.
Okay.
I'm cutting Mike, I'm benching LeBron.
You starting Cole?
I'm starting Cole.
Okay.
Because Braun know how to come off as a six man. He like coming into the game fourth quarter and be clutch too with Kobe. Right. So I think I'm gonna go. I gotta cut Michael, bro. I didn't grow up watching him.
No, I got.
So I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't just front.
Now a lot of people can't relate to something they didn't see with their own 2 eyes.
You know what? A lot of arguments come to because they like, but damn, your favorite player is Kobe Bryant, and they be like, where you think he get his game from? I'm like, yeah, but he still had to like do it.
Become Kobe. Yeah,
like become Kobe.
He still had to become Kobe.
You know, you gotta become Kobe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna cut Mike. Sorry, Mike.
Sorry, Mike.
I love you.
There's gonna be a lot of comments under this one too. He cut Mike. He can't believe he cut Mike. But listen, man.
I wear Michael Jordans. I love MJ's.
Mike is still the GOAT. Sneakers, I love them. 2 more questions. Last 2 questions.
All right.
You got 2 choices: $1 million or 3 wishes.
I'll take 3 wishes.
3 wishes.
Yeah, because the $1 million could be part of my 3 wishes or more. I could wish for more than $1 million.
That's a hustler right there. Last question: who could guard the Fat Boy?
Nobody.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a new episode of Sit Downs with Sid. Like, comment, subscribe, my brother.
Yo, yes sir, bro. Yo, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to my boy Sid, man. Listen, he's a dope man, dope guy. Make sure y'all show love, man. That's it, man.
Love.
Make sure y'all follow me, Guard Da Fatboy. Love y'all.
Appreciate it. You already know we out here.
My boy.